welcome back to my channel, and so today I have a wrap-up video for 2021. It's my top 10 favorite palettes for the year, and I actually ended up counting, and I have 5 some more colorful ones and 5 neutral ones, and so yeah, with that I will go ahead and get started. I am going to start from number 10 and work my way down to my favorite one at number 1. Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and start. Other thing I should mention is I am only doing 1 palette per brand, just so that I can show more of my palettes and more brands that I have palettes from. So with that being said, I will go ahead and start. So with number 10 is the Colourpop High Tide palette. I know I had to put in the Colourpop palette. I was debating between this and the Mandalorian and the Child palette, because I really do enjoy that one as well from this. I should also mention that not all of these came out this year. It's just the ones that I liked best throughout this year that I used the most and just liked the best. So in any case, I really liked this one. I used this a lot during the summer, like just for fun, because I was off of work basically from May until October. So yeah, I spent a lot of time looking for work and just playing with my collection because I could. So in any case, this is the High Tide palette, and I will be doing at some point a Colourpop ranking video because I have like 39 or 40 by now. I don't know exactly palettes from this brand, so that will be coming, but probably towards the second half of the year, because I have to play with a bunch of Colourpop palettes because I just got them in a haul video that you probably have already seen, or at least I think is live on the channel. So in any case, yeah, High Tide is number 10. Number 9 is the Glam Light Dirty Martini palette, and the only reason that this one's ranking as low as it is, it probably would climb up, is that I've only used it a couple times, and this is one of my more recent palettes purchases. I have the other 3 palettes from the Happy Hour collection, but yeah, it's just, sorry, we go this way. Okay, so in any case, there we go. This is the Dirty Martini palette. I really love this color story. It definitely, I've made several looks just recently with it, but still don't have a full opinion, which is why it is only, I didn't think it was fair to put it higher than I have it. So this is number 9, and I do really enjoy it. And then number 8 is the Passion in Paris palette. Looks like this. I guess I can hold it right side up because they're in snow mirror. So in any case, I really do enjoy this color story. I have a couple palettes that have this color story in it, but this is the one I reach for overall, or a similar color story anyway. So I do really enjoy this palette. It's ranking a little lower than some of my other ones, mainly because this isn't a color story I reach for a lot, but when I do reach for it, it tends to be this palette. So, I mean, yeah, I do enjoy the quality. The quality is really nice in this one. I think that they really, BH Cosmetics has really stepped up their game, and this is just really nice quality that they have for the most part through their lines these days. But yeah, I definitely enjoy Passion in Paris. Next is Nomad America's Parks. So, oh yeah, sorry. Here is, Here is the cover, and then here is the color story. I really do enjoy this palette. I like that it's like, there are definitely some neutral options, but then it also has a fair amount of color as well, and I do enjoy that palette. The 3 center shades here, the ones that are sorely, I think it's a new formula for them. I really do enjoy it. Everything just looks really nice when I use it. I use this a lot in like fall, and then also I used it when it first came out. I think more towards was it the beginning of summer? I don't know, whatever. But whenever this one, or late spring, I don't remember. But whenever this one came out, I used it a fair amount as well. I do really enjoy this palette. And yeah, in sixth place is my first of my neutral palettes. This is Nudie Patootie by Laura Los Angeles. Got this in her mystery boxes that she released this past year. I really do enjoy the color story. I use this a lot for job interviews and also just when I wanted a neutral look. This and actually all that, a good portion of the remaining palettes are the ones that I use, are my neutral palettes. So it's interesting that my neutral ones seem to be ranking higher this year. Well, I guess that makes sense because I've now gotten into a job that I feel more comfortable wearing more neutral looks for, although I have worn some colorful looks, but primarily I tend to be a little more conservative at that job. So in any case, here is the color story. I really do enjoy this palette. Don't have any major complaints. All the shades work pretty well. I mean, it is a little lighter, that like especially on this end of the palette than, you know, I tend to go because I have a little darker skin tone. But I do like it. I do use like this one a lot to set my lid, or if I want a slightly more yellowish undertone, I'll use this one. But yeah, so I mean, I do use everything. But yeah, it's just a really nice palette and I enjoy it a lot. And I think my last colorful palette is the Give Me Glow Vintage Rose, and this is in fifth spot. And the inside looks like this. These pans are huge. I really enjoy that, but at the same time, they could have like made the pan smaller and cut the price a little, but that's fine. I don't mind. It's really good quality. I really love the shimmers. The mattes are pretty pigmented. I like the fact that it, besides having like the dusty roses, it has a few pinks, and I like the two greens in it as well. It just is a nice little curated palette that I guess it's not so little in size, but you know, shade color wise, they're only 8, so that's on the smaller side. But yeah, I do really enjoy it. I've used it a lot over spring and a little bit into summer. It's just a really nice palette, and I am super happy to have this one in my collection. So now at 4 is the Sigma Corderosa. So it looks like that, and then it looks like this. This is like my perfect neutral palette. I love the like the pinky, dusty, rosy colors, neutrals. I also like the fact that it does have a pop of like magenta, pinky there, and it's just a really nice palette, and it goes pretty deep over here, and then like that one's pretty deep too. And then it goes pretty light with like those over here and like that. And it has some mainly mid-tones. But yeah, I do really enjoy this palette, and I'm glad to have it. And then now we're into my top 3. So number 3 is the Juvia's Place The Warriors palette. And I just really enjoy this palette. This palette has a lot of now sentimental and good memories for me. It was the palette that I wore when I got to the job interview for the job I currently have. So that's really nice. So and I wore it to a lot of other job interviews. But yeah, it's just a really nice palette. I do enjoy the quality. The shimmers are really good. There are only 3 mattes. There's like this light one, then a mid-toned, and then a deep tone. But that's all you really need, because I mean the shimmers like just stand out and speak for themselves, and I just really enjoy this palette. My number 2 palette is Huda Beauty. It is the Naughty Nude palette, and looks like this. I like this one because for my skin tone especially, it stands out the most. I like that it's still a very neutral palette. I love the shimmery, I mean the swirly shade, marbly shades in here. This one, as a lot of people say, isn't my favorite, but, and I'm not quite sure what to do with it because it doesn't really do anything. Like, I mean, here, when I swatch it, can't even really see it. It's right here, but I mean, it's just like a glossy thing that doesn't really do anything, and it messes up the shades below. If you use it on top, use it below, it doesn't really stand out. So I'm not sure what the point of is with that particular shade, but I do like everything else. I love this palette. This is like one of my go-to neutral palettes. I've used this a lot for like work and for job interviews and all that stuff, so I really do enjoy that palette. And then my top palette, you can probably tell, is Natasha Denna Glam palette, and there's that. And then yeah, that is the Color Story. I love this palette. It's a nice sort of neutral, cool toned palette. I really enjoy the looks I can get. As you can see, some shades are starting to get dips, but they're mainly the shimmers, which are a little softer, so that makes sense. But yeah, I do really enjoy this palette. I'm super happy I got this. I have all of the midi size palettes by Natasha Denna. So in any case, with that being said, I hope you have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!